Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Angel Queen, and this is Angel Queen's Triumph. And I was just telling Mom that the mailman doesn't run today, but because it's Sunday, mailman's running. I don't know why, or he didn't drop off anything for us. Then again, maybe he didn't have anything to drop off for us. But anyhow, so check it out. Today, my nephew went spaz. Mom has a new mailbox. I was supposed to set it up, but she let my nephew set it up, and she set it up with him. And he messed up big time. And when she told him about it, he went inside the house and threw something in her kitchen that got all over all her walls, all over all her counter, all over the floor, and she cleaned it up. Yes, she did. He cleaned up a little bit of it, but she cleaned up the rest of it. And it was a lot of cleanup to do. She mopped the floor. She wiped down all the walls with Ajax and everything to get it out with some Clorox and everything. But she did all of that cleaning after he did what he did. So what I did was tell him that he's gonna either have to start seeing a psychiatrist if he has his Medicaid from Michigan still, which he needs to check and see if he has it. And he's gonna have to start seeing a psychiatrist and taking the medication that he was given while he was in Michigan, which he says he doesn't trust. But that doesn't make any sense because he was taking it before he came. But without it, he is really acting the fuck up now. She pissed him off over a little screw. She said she put a screw on a napkin, which I seen that she did have the screws on the napkin. It was a little one. She said she didn't want to get lost. He moved the napkin. The little one fell. He lost it. Then he told her she didn't put it there. And when she kept on insisting, he got pissed off. He buried the damn mailbox too deep. He put the first set of cement inside the hole, and it stiffened up too quickly. So he ended up having to once he put the mailbox in, he had to pour more to hold it, and now it's not steady. So I'm like, hey, you wanted him to do it, right? Y'all was in such a rush to get it done. Talking about you want to make sure it was dry outside and all this other stuff, because it can't be done in the rain. Well, it wasn't raining. And I would have definitely put it up for her, but oh well, too bad. This is what she has to deal with when she doesn't do stuff the right way, I guess. I don't know if this is the right or the wrong way, but it's her way, so that's it. I guess it's right, but now she's not happy about the way the mailbox looks. She's faking like she doesn't mind, but she does. And then, like I said, she's in there cleaning up his mess. So what I did was, I showed him what medications I'm taking. And I gave him half of the Celexa and half of a Seroquel. Because I only take 150 milligrams Seroquel. And I only take 10 milligrams Celexa. And he's about maybe 240 pounds at 5'8". So, yeah. I gave him a half a pill, each of those. And I told him later on I'll give him a half of a Trazodone. He's claiming that he doesn't sleep well, but trust me, he sleeps more than a little bit. He's not working again and hasn't been for a while. He keeps getting fired from his jobs. He told me he's having hallucinations. Basically the same things I'm suffering, he's suffering. But as I had mentioned, this is the nephew whose mom committed suicide in April, on April 5th in 2018. So, you know, he didn't come from a good place from the beginning. So he's suffering these things. I'm trying to help out with it. But I told her eventually she's going to have to call somebody. She's going to have to call somebody, because this is like the beginning. The last time she said he was here, he almost tried to kill her well, he didn't try to kill her, like physically do something to her, but he knows that she ran into the kitchen to watch, to get something whenever she was watching something on TV. And a commercial came on, she'd run into the kitchen to grab something like a drink or anything like that. And she told him about leaving the door open to the dishwasher, that you put the dishes in there after you wash them by hand and let them dry. But I don't know why she told him to leave the door open, but he left the door open and turned the lights out. And when she ran into the kitchen, she tripped over the door and almost bust her face on her counter. And she had tripped over it so hard she actually dislodged the dishwasher a little bit. So that's how hard she hit it. And I'm like, yo, listen, man. And that was another time when she couldn't do something for him, which was use up all of her savings that she was saving to get her washing machine. She used it up to fix up the car, and the car never got fixed. She didn't do that until I've been here, since I've been here. She got the car fixed up in there. You know, that's what they're using now to drive around. But anyway, yeah, that's what happened. And I told her, you know, she's got this thing about her where she doesn't want to tell anybody about what her kids or her grandkids are going through mentally, because she feels like she's going to get them in trouble. And I told her that's not getting them in trouble, that's getting them help. Like, how do you sit by and see somebody has something wrong with them mentally, and it's getting worse and worse over time, and you don't want to help them because you think, oh, this is going to get them in trouble? How are they going to get in trouble? She even has some information that my brother was using when he was around, and he got put into a psychiatric ward. They sent him some paperwork on a place called Hands out here, and she has it. And I said, why don't you just call them and tell them what's going on? Or I even gave her the information for 211, which also was supposed to help her, but she stopped typing and everything else. So she's not trying to get help for herself. She damn sure is not going to try to get help for him. So since, like I said, the whole family basically is loopy, I've been taking my meds, so I'm feeling good. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't think it was working. For a few minutes there, I was like, yo, what's going on? I don't feel any different. I don't feel happy. I don't feel euphoric. I don't feel sleepy. I don't feel nothing. Like, I was still angry about things and stuff, but I had to give it some time, and it's working now. You know, at least I feel like it's working now. I feel happier, so that works. I'm not aggressive. I'm not loud. So yeah, I can see it's working, along with my other medications. But the more I take it, the better I feel. So that's what's supposed to happen, right? The Seroquel is the only thing I'm wondering about, because I remember that when we used to take Seroquel, when we were in when I say we, I'm meaning the females that were in 200 Tillery, the micro program. Remember I said mentally ill, chemically addicted. When we were in there, 200 Tillery in Brooklyn. No, was it Brooklyn or the Bronx? Oh, I think it's Brooklyn. Yeah, it's Brooklyn. Anyway, while we were there, us ladies that were all taking Seroquel used to want to eat cereal like nobody's business after taking it. And this hasn't given me that same issue. Like, I don't want cereal or anything else after I eat. After I take my medication, specifically the Seroquel, I don't want anything to eat. And I've been going like that for a little while now, where I only eat once a day. Not good for a diabetic, and not bad, I guess, for a diabetic either. But yeah, I'm losing weight. I got down from 165 to 154. So that tells you how much weight I'm losing within the last maybe month. Yeah, about a month that I've had the pills so far, all my medications, and that's what it does. It makes me not eat as much, and so I'm losing a lot of weight. But I don't mind, because I was always a skinny child anyway, and that would be my natural body build to a certain extent. And so I'm not really tripping over that, but I don't want to lose the weight too fast either. That's dangerous. But anyway, I think it's better for my heart too, that I've taken down that much weight. Right now, as usual, I'm walking to the store, because for the last 2 weeks or so, since I've been getting driven around to my doctor's appointments, and my nephew taking me to the supermarket the other day, it was like 8 o'clock. No, it was 9. It was like 9 o'clock, and I asked him to take me over here to Dollar General. But that's only because if I walked it at night, which is dangerous, there's no lights down that street I just was on at night. Yeah, it was too far. I would have walked slowly, and I would have gotten there before 10, but still, I don't know what it was. I just didn't feel like it. So I asked him to give me a ride over to the Dollar General. But he's taking me to a couple of my doctor's appointments when the bus that's coming to pick me up to take me to places, the medical van, it usually comes either late or it was not coming at all and things like that. However, they've been acting like they got some sense now, because it's been too many times that they messed up. And so now that's been nipped in the bud. So today I said, let me get back to my walking. It's not that far. It's extremely hot. It just rained not too long ago, but it was a very quick shower. So I have the umbrella for shade. And that's about it. So there's a nice breeze blowing, so it's not too bad for me right now. I still don't like the hot though out here. It said it's supposed to be 91 degrees today. So I believe them. I feel it. Yeah, so what else is going on? Well, you guys see I took up the tent. I'll be laying that down again during the fall going into winter, because I'm realizing that with this kind of heat that we've been having, fall is not going to be too far off of the way summer feels, because we were in spring and it was about this hot. So it's going to get hotter because we're only in the month of June, the beginning. So by the time it gets to August, it should be definitely in the hundreds. So going into September is not going to be any better. Probably start dying down about September, going into the 90s. October going into the 80s, which is around my birthday. So that's what I'm looking forward to at this point, is that it'll probably be nice and warm during the fall for my birthday. So I say towards the end of that is when I can start going out in the tent during the day, because that's really what I want to be able to do, is be in it all day, not just the night till the morning. So yeah, there's not really much going on outside of what I just told you guys about. Other than that, everything else is pretty decent. I'm hoping my nephew takes those pills, because he said he would take them, but he still hadn't popped them when I was in the house. And I gave it to him about an hour and a half ago. So he doesn't listen anyway, so 9 times out of 10 he probably won't even take them. But what I'm not going to do is give it to him if he's not going to take it, because that's taken away from me. Now I know what you guys are thinking. You're not a professional. Why are you giving him your medication? Well, as I stated, in our family, we pretty much suffer from all the same things. So the same medication that my son was taking, I'm taking. Except for the Risperdal, I just don't take it. But my son was given Risperdal too. But I've been on almost every medication he's been on. My daughter as well. I've been on almost every medication she's been on. I don't have a physically violent streak unless, but that's brought on by natural causes. Somebody's pissing me off and they're doing something to me, so that I will, like they're doing something physical to me, so I'm doing something physical back, like that kind of deal. But I'm just not like, oh, you said something I don't like, or you told me I did something I didn't do, now I'm about to break up all your shit or throw around stuff. I don't do all of that. I have OCD. I can't do all of that. I don't like a mess. So that's not something that happens. But with them, as far as mostly the men go, the men tend to break up things. They break up things, they take things back, they throw things away, that they gave you, or they just do wicked stuff on a whole nother level. So that's the only difference. But he's suffering from hallucinations, as I do, auditory hallucinations. He suffers from depression, as I do. He suffers from what else? Sleepless nights. He sleeps a lot, but it's like sporadically sleeping. So what I'm taking is for all 3 of those things. that's why I said it's okay for me to give him a half a pill, just to see how it functions in his system. But then again, if he doesn't take it, I'll notice that too, because there'll be no change whatsoever. Not a change for the good or a change for the bad. So, and I doubt he'll take it, because he seems to be trying not to do anything for his issue, just sitting and dwelling in it. So I told her that she'll have to call somebody at some point if he doesn't change up before it goes too far. I know she doesn't want to, because he's driving her everywhere, and if he's gone, she'll have to call a Lyft and pay for that. So she's not trying to get him. When she says she doesn't want to get them in trouble, it's not really that she doesn't want to get them in trouble. She doesn't want to help them get where they're supposed to go in life, because then who's going to drive her around? I don't drive, and I can't drive, so I was going to learn how to, but I stopped when the pandemic hit. And then not too long after that, I was told by my doctor that with my heart condition, it wouldn't be a good idea for me to be under that kind of stress driving, especially as a new driver. I may cause an accident, or I may myself have an issue and cause an accident that way, like my faint or something of that nature. So, but yeah, that's the skinny on what's going on right now. So I'm almost to the store. I'm gonna cut this off and resume when I get back, if I feel like it, or this might just be the whole thing. Who knows? It's not really much to talk about, because there's not really much going on. I am seeing all my doctors. I have a doctor appointment with my cardiologist tomorrow, and with that appointment, I'm taking in the paperwork from Quick Aid, the representatives from my SSI, that they want the doctor to fill out. And then on the 17th, I go see my primary care physician, and I'll also bring the documents to him to fill out, and then I can send them in. They gave me a self-addressed stamped envelope to send it back. So after I see him, my primary care physician, the paperwork's filled out, I'll send it in, and that'll be that. But yeah, like I said, I'm almost to the store. And you notice how my thoughts are flowing properly this time? All right. Thanks for listening, guys. If I'm going to talk about anything else on the way back, I'll let y'all know. Later. Ooh, look at my stupid self. Messed up my glasses. All right. See you guys soon. All right, y'all. I need to look at something really quick, and so I'm going to end this here. I'm still inside the store, but like I said, she might want to color her hair a gray blue, so I'm going to take some pictures of that for her and see if she wants to go with something like this. So this is what I'm looking at, smoky silver, and that's the only one that I'm seeing would look like it's decent enough for her. And then, like I said, I don't even know if I had mentioned that actually, but if I didn't, now I am. And she also says she'll do the Adore crystal clear to make it nice and shiny and keep it that way for a while, which I have in my hair. You can only see a little bit of the thing, but I did the back purple. So anyway, I'll show that on another video. So if she lets me do it, I'll actually record me dyeing her hair for her. All right, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and talk to y'all soon. Later.